this session, let us learn what is the use of a method, why we are going in for a method, and the syntax and structure of a method. Let us see this example. We have done this two-class scenario. Have a look over here. I am trying to print the details of the employee, name and salary. What if I am having more than 10 employees? It means that I have to rewrite the code again and again. To avoid this, we are going in for a method. Remove all these and put it as a method. What is the syntax and structure of a method? The method has a structure or a syntax as access specifier, return type, method name, parameter list. Already we have seen the method public static void main. Public, the access specifier. Return type, it can be any data type. Int, string, long, short, byte, any data type. If you are going to give void, it is not going to return anything. Method name, name of the method. Parameter list, the arguments, whatever you are going to give. So, the purpose of a method is, if you want to perform some operations, and rather than you rewriting it again and again on that particular object, you can do it as a functionality. Let me show you two methods over here. Void get details. Get details is a method name. The method name always should be in two names, a verb and a noun. The first letter of the first word should be in lowercase. The first letter of the second word should be in uppercase. This is the convention in Java. It has to be in two names. First one is a verb. The second one is a noun. It has to be in camel case. That is, first word, letter of the first word in lowercase. First letter of the second word in uppercase. Within the method, you are going to write the set of statements. Backslash indicates that this is a single line comment. If a method is going to return something, here it is returning a string. So you have to return the appropriate data type. So I am returning double quotes welcome plus message. If I simply give return 10, it will give me an error. But if I give return double quotes 10, it will work fine. Double quotes 10 is a string. Okay. Now let us try to modify the same program whatever we have got. This is the employee class. This is the main class. So we were trying to print the name and salary of the employee for E and E1. We are removing that code and we are adding it as a method over here. See, void get details. Trying to print name and salary. How to call this method? Using the dot operator on a particular object. So here it is E dot the method name get details. What about the access specifier? I am not giving any access specifier, so it is called as default access specifier or friendly access specifier. They are all in the same package, meaning to say that they are all in the same folder, so you don't basically need any access specifier. If you are trying to access across folders, it has to be public. If this method is private, even this class cannot access it. Remember this? If a method is private, it can be accessed only within the same class. So, in the initial stage, I am just giving only the default access specifier. Now, I have given E dot get details. What will happen? Automatically when you give for this particular object, it will come and it will print the name as Ram, salary as 1000. What about the second object? For the second object also I can write E1 dot get details. What it will do? It will come here. I am trying to print name and salary. What exactly they are? They are the instance variable which are there in the employee class. They are not local variables. I am trying to get the value of the instance variables and print over here. Okay. Let me add one more method. String greet. String message I have got. Return welcome plus message. How to call this method? You know that. You can call e.greet by passing a message. That is fine. What is this method returning? It is returning something to the calling class. So you have to capture it. How to capture it? Because it is of type string, you have to capture it as a string data type. Using a string data type. See, I have given string v is equal to e.greet. I am passing the value Java. And I want to print the value, so I can just give system.out.print v. Print means it will print and the next line the cursor will not move on to the next line. If you give println, it will print the contents and it will move to the next line. Now, let me try to call it for E1. In this case, I don't want to do it in 2 lines. I am just putting it in a single line. Anyhow, it is going to print it. So, I am printing it using system.out.print. Instead of this v or anything, directly I am calling the method even.greet. Okay. So, what it will print? It will print welcome back. So, what we have done is using methods, we have removed the repetition that was occurring in public static void main. The functionality is given in the working class and the calling class has just got the job or the task of calling the method which is available in the employee class. What are the methods we have got? Get details and greet. So now in the next session, let us modify the same example by adding methods. That's it. Thank you.